Wouldn't it be nice to know how to grab the attention of others, keep their attention, and really interest them with what you're saying? Attention is something that everyone craves. Some more than others, but in the end, attention is one of the vital components of human needs. Not only is attention a basic human need, but when given a presentation, attention is the number one thing that you need to convey your message effectively. Without it, you'll end up boring your audience and end up talking to yourself. Today, I'm going to give you some insight on how to grab your audience's attention and keep them awake during your presentation. According to the Meetings in America study conducted by MCI, 91% of business professionals admitted to daydreaming during the meetings that they attend. 39% confessed to falling asleep. Given the amount of presentations that you'll be giving and the amount of presentations that you'll be seeing, this is a pretty high number. So to learn how to grab people's attention is a big thing while giving a presentation. First thing that is really good to know how to present is you need to know your audience. You need to understand why a topic is interesting to your viewers, because otherwise, if they're not interested in what you're saying, you're not going to be able to grab their attention at all. You don't want to assume that your audience is like you, because they're most likely not. And they may have different cultural and geographic biases, so this is why you kind of need to tailor your presentation to your viewers so they're way more interested and they are more attentive to your presentation. Practicing is obviously a great thing to do for your presentation, but don't memorize everything, because if you're memorizing everything, then you're not going to really get involved and get involved with your presentation and with your audience. A good way to do this is bullet points. Definitely use bullet points and kind of give you reminders instead of just reading word for word off of your paper, because if you're reading word for word, people aren't going to want to listen to you whatsoever. And going off script is a huge thing that you can do to grab people's attention, because when you go off script, you're a lot more personal, you're a lot more conversational, and people want to listen to you more. They want to hear what you have to say, and they're a lot more involved in everything you're saying. It's a good idea to prepare in advance, but you need to know it well enough so you can talk about it naturally. My girlfriend's mom actually does a lot of presentations, and she usually either waits till the night before or the day of to write her speech and practice it. So I don't advise this for everybody. It's definitely not for everybody to do, but she knows her material well enough that she can talk about it naturally, and that helps her grab people's attention. Visual aids is another way you can grab people's attention very easily. Using like an unusual photo or a shocking prop will definitely grab anybody's attention. I actually watched a TED Talk, which you can see right here. I watched a TED Talk on a lady that gave it on brain hemorrhages, and she actually brought out a human brain in this kind of like you could hear the crowd. They were like, oh my gosh, she actually brought a human brain. And that got everybody's attention right away, and all eyes were on her. So things like this could definitely help. You also don't want to like read off your slides completely, because your audience can see the slides. They don't need you to repeat what you're saying. And yeah, so along with that, you leave your like data or your stats on the slides so that they can read the data and the stats. You don't need to tell it to them, because you're kind of insulting their intelligence when you have to read it to them, even though they can see it right there. Lastly, you want to engage your audience. Tell a story. Stories definitely help engage the audience a lot, because you getting more personal, and they know that you have that credibility, that you've been there or whatever it is. You know what it's like, and so it kind of helps engage the audience a lot. You also want to shock your audience, like I said before, with a prop or with a crazy story, just a shocking story to really bring people in. This helps a tremendous amount. By quizzing them, quizzing your audience or calling people out, there's no way people cannot listen to you if you're calling on them and you're quizzing them. So definitely use a lot of quizzes and call people out all the time, because that will help grab everybody's attention. And not only that, but even if it's like the most serious topic, you want to tell some jokes, put some humor in there, because I mean, everyone loves someone that doesn't take their topic too seriously. It could be the most serious topic whatsoever, but you don't want to be completely serious that whole time. You want people's attention on you. They don't want to feel serious the whole time. You're there to present to them and entertain them. So that helps a lot. You also want to show emotion. You want to be emotionally invested in what you're saying, and so do they. So get emotional with it. Show facial expressions, and get flamboyant. Just let them know that you're interested in what you're saying, and get excited about it. Don't just be monotone, because being monotone is one of the most boring sounds you could hear, and people they doze off and they fall asleep. There's honestly nothing worse than a boring presentation. We're going to be giving presentations for the rest of our lives in our big girl and boy jobs. So the best thing you could do is learn to grab people's attention and really get your message across effectively. Put the effort in, and you'll definitely see results.